Welcome to this episode of Heal Your Past, Master Your Future. My name's Tracy Malone, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. This episode, is it safe to love again? Healing after betrayal and emotional trauma. Let's start with something real. Maybe your heart still clenches when you get close to someone new. Maybe the idea of love brings more fear than warmth. If you've been betrayed, abandoned, or deeply hurt in a past relationship, and we're going all the way back when we say past, so if romantic relationship, a family relationship, or a friend relationship, your nervous system remembers. In today's episode, I want to walk you through what it means to feel safe in love again when your body is still bracing for pain. This isn't about forcing trust. It's about healing at a pace that your body can handle. It's about learning to hold love and self-protection together until your heart is ready to open again, not because it should, but because it feels finally safe to do so. Feel the difference in that. You should open your heart to love again. You shouldn't be by yourself. Or you finally feel safe to open your heart to love again. So in order to get to that point, we need to first talk about, why does love feel so dangerous after betrayal? Betrayal fractures the foundation of trust in others and in yourself. And maybe this isn't even just about one relationship. Maybe this is about replaying the same relationship over and over and over, where it looked different last time but ended up the same kind of relationship. So this kind of betrayal, this continued sense of a lack of safety and that there's something wrong here, it fractures the foundation of trust in others, but more importantly in yourself to make the right choice. You may question your own judgment and your worth and your sense of safety. It's all about feeling safe to enter relationships. Emotional trauma teaches your body that closeness, bringing somebody in close or you moving closely towards somebody else, it equals danger. Your nervous system may respond to connection with tension, freezing, or withdrawal. So the thought of connection, if you think about the 3 steps of the nervous system in polyvagal theory, ventral vagal, safety, rest and digest, the middle step, the middle place of the nervous system, sympathetic nervous system, which is where fight and flight is and mobilization of fear. The 3rd step of the nervous system is collapsing into dorsal vagal, which is freeze, fawn, and dissociate. If closeness is something that's safe for you and something that you can move towards and you can open into relationships, it means you're more in ventral, you're more safe around that. But if your body and your inner parts know that relationships cause danger, they have pain, and we're just going to get hurt again, then the thought of a relationship in itself is going to put you into one of the bottom 2 rungs. They're going to put you into sympathetic or dorsal vagal. Even healthy love, it doesn't matter who the person is. What matters is your body's remembering of the past experiences you've had. So having somebody safe come into your life is really hard for people who have had toxic experiences in the past, because even healthy love can feel overwhelming or too much because you don't trust it. So what are the signs that you're still protecting yourself from love? You push people away just as things start to feel intimate. You know, there is this pattern that I see in women who have this, it's going to go wrong, have low self-esteem and have a low sense of safety around relationships. You'll find them cheating just as things start to go well. And that's because They need to sabotage it. They need to get away just as things start to feel intimate. I can't let you in even closer and show you this part because she gets hurt all the time. Maybe you attract emotionally unavailable partners as a form of safety. It is safer for me to be with somebody who is emotionally unavailable. And there's a lot of depth to that because it's safer for me to do it because they're just like dad and I know what to expect and I know how to handle it, or they're just like mum. Because we will replay our childhood traumas. Oh, must be doing some good energy work here in this episode. We will replay childhood patterns and traumas until they are healed. Maybe you overgive or overfunction to prevent abandonment. So that is through the two bottom stages of polyvagal. That's through your fawn response. You mobilize to make the other person feel better, and you mobilize to do everything for them, and you don't want your needs met outwardly. Inwardly, you definitely do. Maybe you feel numb, you feel disinterested, or you shut down in relationships. That's your body dropping into dorsal vagal. Understanding the nervous system's role in love and safety is such an important thing to do. And first thing to know is that you're not broken, you're not wrong, you're not bad, you're not hopeless. You are protecting yourself the only way you know how. So because we have not built the platform in childhood of ventral vagal state, our safety, our connection, our co-regulation, that we knew we were safe no matter what happened. We knew that no matter what we did, we were completely loved. We could do everything, parentheses, wrong from here on out, but we were still loved. We were always loved no matter what we did. If we didn't have that, we drop into sympathetic system and shutdown. So that depends on the situation. But when we are feeling some kind of threat or stress and we're not able to mobilize, we'll go down into dorsal. I cannot fight, I cannot flee, therefore I will make you feel better so that I can get back to safety. Or maybe that isn't even working, so I'll just dissociate. I will completely collapse and leave my body. Until your nervous system feels safe, ventral vagal, love can't land. It can't reach you. It can't get right into your being and be a part of your life. It feels threatening, even if it's not. It's not about the other person. It's about you and what you're allowing and how much safety you've got in your own body. It's not that you don't actually want love. It's not that you don't want to be loved. It's that your body doesn't know it's safe to want it and to have it. Co-regulation is a real missing piece here. So safe connection with others begins by restoring safety inside of you. How to begin? How do we begin healing so love can feel safe again? What a great question. First of all, you've got to validate the wound and validate what happened to you and validate every feeling that you're having because your experience is real. Even if it seems illogical, childish, ridiculous, or not like anyone else's experience, validating is the very first step. Don't skip the grief. Betrayal changes you, and pretending it didn't will only deepen the freeze. You don't want to gaslight yourself. Let yourself feel what love cost you in the past. Open a dialogue with yourself. Validate your feelings around it. That's how your body knows it won't be dismissed again. And if you're going through a breakup right now, I have an awesome online course, which I really, really love. I smile every time I look at it. I'm like, you nailed that, Tracy. And it's called the How to Thrive Through a Breakup. And you can get it on my website. If you've got Insight Timer Plus, you can get it there. And I take you step by step into how to do these things to really end your last relationship, to look very deep within yourself so that you can move forward. And a part of that is validating the wound. It's a big one. Then the next step after you've really sat with all your honest emotions is to reconnect with your self-safety first. So that means you're creating safety with yourself first before looking to connect with another. So anchor into yourself before seeking someone else to regulate with. And you do this by the best ways inner child work, reparenting yourself, really looking at how you can help your inner child feel safe now. If you don't reparent your inner child, your wounded inner child is consistently going to take you out into the world and find partners that look just like mum and dad did. And so you become the parent for yourself. Reparenting, it's not dishonoring your parents. What it is doing, it is bowing to the life, a little bit of family constellations here, bowing to the life force that your parents gave to you and bowing to their fate, saying that was your story and it doesn't have to be mine. I can do this in a different way. And now that I'm an adult, it's my responsibility to reparent my inner child. I have free tracks on my website around healing. If you feel like abandonment is your issue, I have a healing your abandonment wound track. I actually have a course on that as well, which is also very good. If you feel like being seen is scary, I have a course on healing your being seen wound. And I also have free track on my website around healing your inner child. And so if you're like, how do I do that work? Have a little look on my website. It'll guide the way for you and trust your body into which one you can do. Maybe do all of them. So the next step is really learning the felt sense of safety and of safe love. And safe love is calm and it's steady and it's respectful. Safe love is not yelling at people all the time, screaming to have your needs met. Safe love is very, very different to what you probably experienced when you're a child. And it may feel really unfamiliar. And if you had chaos as a child, then safe love is going to feel very boring to you for a while. It's not a red flag. Boredom in a relationship, in a marriage, is not a red flag. It's a new language. Calmness is a new language that you're teaching your body. You're teaching your inner child it's safe to rest. And from polyvagal theory, what you're doing is you're allowing your body back to ventral vagal. You're allowing your body to rest in ventral vagal, to lean into ventral vagal and stay there. Because when we come from a chaotic childhood, ventral vagal perceived the safety in our nervous system, we perceive that as wrong and bad. And we also don't have the tone to hold ourselves there. So we collapse to stress, and that's where we create drama and maybe a story that whatever's happening isn't really safe. And then we collapse down again into dorsal vagal. So really practice noticing how your body feels around different people. Get curious. Curiosity is one of the greatest healing tools that you've got. When you're around different people, so say there is somebody that you feel safe with, does your breath get slower? Does your breath quicken? Do you tense? Do you soften? Test it around different people. And maybe there is someone you come off a phone call and you're like, oh, I just feel like I need a shower after that. Or, oh God, I feel so much better. That was awesome. Or I feel really drained after that. Isn't that interesting? Start noticing. Start noticing your body is holding the story for you to heal and move forward in relationships. And rebuilding the next step 4 is really rebuilding the self-trust before trusting others. Trusting somebody else before you have that deep inner trust is wounded child, inner child driving the bus, and it's going to put you in a whole world of hurt. So building self-trust before trusting others is an order that really needs to happen if you want to stop toxic cycles. You don't have to fully trust others to begin healing. You just have to start trusting yourself to respond if something feels off. I'm going to say that again because it's really important. You don't have to fully trust others to begin healing. You just have to start trusting yourself to respond if something feels off. Self-trust says, even if somebody else turns out to be unsafe, I know I will leave. I know I will speak up. I know I can protect myself. That's what self-trust says. And that's reparenting self. Inner child says, that person just looks like mum and dad. That person feels like fate. That person feels like a soul contract. That person feels like love. And after you do that, it's really time to reclaim your right to desire love. You are allowed to want love again. You are absolutely allowed to want love again. Wanting connection isn't a weakness. Women, you do not have to be all things to everyone and not need a man. It's not about needing a man. It's about desiring love and wanting connection. It's not a weakness. It's human. You're absolutely allowed to have and want this. And healing means saying, I deserve love that doesn't hurt. I deserve love that's safe. I deserve to meet someone that actually really wants to be with me and do this life together. So if love feels terrifying right now, it's totally okay. You are exactly where you're at, and allowing yourself to be there, it's totally okay. The part of you that's hesitant, guarded, and even shut down, they're not trying to ruin your life. They're trying to protect you from pain that you've already survived. But what if love doesn't have to hurt this time? What if you didn't have to rush? What if you could be held gently by someone who honors your pace, who respects your no, and who helps your body feel safe, not triggered? That kind of love, it exists. But first and always, it begins with you. Thank you so much for showing up for this conversation, for yourself, and for the part of you that still believes love might be possible again. You are 100% worthy of safe love. You are worthy of tenderness. And when you're ready, your heart and your body will know.